Getting at it nice and early today. Maybe it's about the same time. Let me throw this light on. Oh, just gonna take a moment to get a little stretch. If we get some people in here. Oh. Day 58 of 100 push-ups. And what's up, Jacob? Man, I'm doing great. How are you doing today? How are you feeling after those squats? HWPO, let's go. I'm just trying to take a little bit of time to give myself. No worries. No worries. Hey, sometimes just being there in spirit is just as good. You on your way to school? Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right on. Well, growing your brain is more important than just growing muscles. So fantastic. You have an amazing day. What's up? I'm gonna try to pronounce it. Anirudh. Anti-Furry says they're Diddy. Well, just don't invite me to a party. How about that? How's everyone doing today? This is my day 58 of 100 push-ups, so I'm doing 10 sets of 10. Did I say it wrong? What's up, Bella? How you doing today? You gonna do some push-ups today, Bella? How you doing? Today is day 58 of doing 100 push-ups in a row. Not the 100 push-ups in a row. What's up, Artec? I'm doing great, Bella. I appreciate that. I got Jacob in the chat. He's a regular here, so we'd love to have you as well. Subscriptions are free. Repetition is key. I'm just gonna say qua la java via. I'm doing push-ups. I'm getting ready to do my second set of push-ups, Anir. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. What's up, Manam? My light went out, but that's okay. We're going to keep going because I got another one. Let's see if this one will hold. You know, those little rechargeable lights, they're not always that dependable, but that's not why we're here for lighting. We're here for the push-ups. So we'll figure it out. 2 sets down. Anybody else doing push-ups? I know Jacob would do them, but he said he's in the car, so He's not able to do them today. Normally he does. So let's get to it. Let's get number 3. 1, 2, 3. Yes, the world is a gym. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're cruising. We're at 3 already. Make sure I grab my water in between. So we had good push of people, but it happens. People fall back off, and that's okay as well. Might not be what they're browsing for, but we're going to stay at it. In the meantime, I think I'm going to try to plug in my other small light. Give me just a second. There we go. Your hands slip. Oh, your floor is a rug. Well, try the best that you can. And sometimes it might help just to put like a towel down. I don't know if that's less. Yes, we definitely do want to cheer up and have a good day, good energy, Qua. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yes, Bella, you do got this. We're at number 4. If it gives you a little more control, can you do them on your knees? Does it take away less pressing and slip if you're just in a shorter range? For you. Uh-oh, I went connecting, reconnecting. Not sure what happened, but yeah, that's all we can do is try. Just be careful. I don't want you to hurt yourself or anything if you're slipping or anything. Just be careful while you're doing it. Are your hands slipping outward, or is the whole rug slipping? What's going on? I know. We're cruising along. We're already heading into 5, and we're not even really at 8 minutes. Your hands are slipping to the side. How wide are your hands? Do you have them pretty wide? Can you bring them in a little bit? And again, you can do them on your knees and just try to have your hands right under your shoulders. My lights keep going out on me today. So we're just going to keep winning. All right, now I got this little flashlight. The rug doesn't move. Your hands are slipping. Understandable. Maybe having them a little further in as opposed to out. So this is where I'm gonna bring mine in a little bit more. It makes it a little tougher, but it might prevent the slipping. So here we go. 1, and I'm trying to push directly down. 2, sometimes we tend to do this or push out. We want to make sure. 3, we're just pushing straight down. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So the way I kind of describe a push-up is, imagine like you were pushing somebody, even if you're just like, haha, get out of here, you're joking, or hey, get away from me. Our push is always here. The hands go straight. The hands go straight out from the chest, from the shoulder area. We never tend to push out this way, and we don't tend to push out with that force. So if you can get to the ground and push like that and just imitate if you're pushing somebody, it's a straight push. But you got this. And to Jacob's point, we are already halfway. Okay, Bella. Jacob, you're on your way to being a fantastic instructor and motivator. HWPO. That's okay. That's okay. Maybe we'll do 2 lives. Do another one in the afternoons like we did before. There you go. See, we're already thinking alike. Maybe we'll be able to do that. Kind of depends on work schedule, school schedule. So some days it'll work, some days it won't. But you can also just keep track, and you've got your own days that you've been doing this as well. So whatever day consecutive it is, you just start to keep your count as well. And then we'll throw in like surprise days like we did yesterday with the squats and all that other good stuff. So here's number 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, Jacob's on his way to school right now. What about you, Bella? What's your schedule like? Do you have school today? I appreciate you guys getting up and doing this. And Bella, we're here every morning around this time. So if I need to on some days, I will get up earlier if it helps you guys. I can get up and do it. We can start like a half an hour earlier if that helps. I don't know what time it is or what part of the world you're in, but okay, you don't have school today? Right on. But we can make this an earlier morning thing. So that's always a possibility. Always a possibility. There's nothing we can't do. Here we go. Number 7. How's your slipping doing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Number 7. Bella, subscriptions to the channel are free, so we would love to have you on a regular basis. Hit the subscribe, hit the notification. Nice. No more slipping. Excellent. Yeah, subscriptions are free, so we'd love to have you. There's when you subscribe, you can select notifications and select all. And select all. That way you'll see when we go live, you'll see videos, you'll see shorts and all that good stuff. So that would be awesome. Woo! She already Thank you. You're awesome. I appreciate that. We definitely appreciate that, don't we, Jacob? And you're waking up at 4 a.m.? Okay, that's very doable. Jacob, you're up at 4 as well? What's up, Reluctant Gamer? Man, I'm appreciating the love. I'm appreciating this love today. That is fantastic. And Reluctant Gamer says, hi, everyone. Please like and subscribe to the channel. I appreciate all the love and massive respect to everyone for tuning in. That is it. Love and respect. Here we go. Let's go, number 8. You guys got me hyped up. Thank you, Reluctant. You are as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Jacob, you wake up at 6:30. Bella's up at 4. There's a medium someplace in between that. Jacob, I remember where you're at. I don't know where Bella's at. So sometimes these time frames, whether it's mountain, central, you might be. We've seen people from Nepal, India, all of you, all the people that have subscribed and really helped. And by the way, I want to say Bella's subscription is number 100, the 100th subscription in the last month. Yeah, planks will help with core for sure. And normally we'll do 10 push-ups and sometimes I'll throw in a 10-second plank. Jacob, you have a fantastic day and make the change around your school. You be that man, all right? Be that person. Spread that good energy. Bella, you definitely have something to gain with planks. A lot of times people don't think that there's much to it, but I do. I definitely incorporate them. I think good core strength is definitely important from your lower back to your abs, just to have strength in the core section. So you want to do a set? I got 2 more sets. I got 9 and 10. We can do the push-ups and planks. So let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm only doing 10-second planks. The 5 minutes is amazing. That is amazing. Only, that's a long plank. How do you feel when you do them? Whew. I know I'm past 10 seconds now. All right. Oh. That is what's up. And there's also the dead cockroach. I'll show you that one as well. What's up, Yuyun? How are you? Hello. Where are you at? Hello is what language is that? What part of the world? My daughter had a book on greetings from around the world, and hello was from a few different countries. But how are you today? Welcome. So Bella, okay. Let me know when you're back, and I'll show you the dead cockroach. How's everybody else doing? Would love to have you guys join the channel because we're doing this every day. Today is day 58 of doing 100 push-ups. So every morning I get up, get on with y'all and do 100 push-ups. We're doing 10 sets of 10, nothing crazy. It's just a way to get the day started. And for people who can do more, by all means, do more. If you need to do less, do less. We're here to support each other, not tear each other down because we can't do as much as the next person. So while Bella's getting ready to come back, I'm going to do the last set. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And I'll go ahead and do a plank as well. 3, 2004, 2005, 2006, 2007, 2008, 2009, 2010. So that's the 100 push-ups. We did 10 sets of 10. And that was day 58. So in the span of about 20 minutes, we're coming up on 20 minutes for this whole live. Think about what 20 minutes is. That's about the time it takes to wash a load of laundry. That's waiting for your food to heat up if you're making dinner or somebody else is making dinner for you. Um, just taking a break while you're studying is a good thing to do. So if you've been reading for 40 minutes to an hour, take yourself a little break. You don't have to do the whole workout in a row. Get up, read for 45 minutes, come over, knock out 10 push-ups, go back to your reading, and maybe do 2 sets or something. Give yourself a little break so you can refocus on what you're reading, things like that. These are all good techniques just to keep the mind sharp as well. I like doing it at the beginning of the day. Gets the muscular going. It gets the circulatory, respiratory. So kind of wakes the body up as well. And I'm trying to hit all 4 things every day, which is nutrition, hydration, exercise, and rest. So I just woke up. I had a great night's sleep, had some water, had a good meal last night, and now I'm exercising. So before I even go to work today, I'm going to rest again. I'm going to go take a nap and just enjoy, this process, getting a little stronger and better every day. So we may have lost Bella, but that's okay. The point that we're trying to do here today is, and every day, is to show consistency and discipline. Being motivated is cool, but what we want to really be able to do is show consistency and discipline, that we can get up and do something every day, even on days that we don't necessarily feel like it, because we don't always feel like it. And that's an honest thing, and that's okay. But what we want to do is be able to push through that. So when you have to go, like Jacob had to go to school, I don't know if every day we've ever felt like going to school every day, but John, welcome. Welcome, John. And you are more than welcome. And please take this as an actual invitation to you to join the channel, because that's what we're doing. We're motivation is a good spark, but we need to get to consistency and discipline. So we can get there. We can get there. And then before you know it, you're on day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4. And before you know it, it's like, okay, maybe not every day I feel like it, but I'm still getting up to do it. This is why we get up and go to work. This is why we have bills to pay, all these things. That's okay. The change happens when you change your mind. And so the fact that you're thinking about it means that you're inching closer and closer and closer towards taking that leap. I see a lot of people every day who just live in complete denial, complete disregard of the things that they can do to improve their place in life. So if we can improve here, John, just by getting up and doing push-ups, that consistency and discipline is the same that we have from going to work. We just have to transfer that energy into different areas. And it's the same then when we decide that we want to, I don't know, learn to cook or learn an instrument or another language or just trying to improve ourselves. So it's the same energy. We just have to put it in different areas. Good. When you get up, what I like doing is just enjoying that quiet. Get up and tell yourself some positive things about you and about what your day is going to be. Just make it a short list of things that you're going to do. Make it a challenge to say hi to people more. Make it a challenge to pass a compliment or something. Just get in that frame. Get in that frame of feeling better and passing that energy on. And I think it will serve you well. But really start to think positive thoughts about you and what your day is going to look like. That was where I started. And just deciding at one point, I'm just going to start saying good morning to people. It was that simple because, we walk by each other. People don't say anything. And we have these minor awkward exchanges sometimes. And then just being able to say that, just that was like personal stuff, but I've always done fitness stuff. So that's we're in different lanes, but we can at least speak the same language as far as trying to motivate ourselves to be consistent and disciplined into doing things that are going to change our lives for the better and the people around us. When we're better energized and passing better energy, the people around us benefit from it as well. And exercise definitely staves off depression, and it helps increase the mood, puts us in a better mood. So once you get the body moving, things like that, I think that you'll be in a better place. I could be wrong, but unless people are really stuck in the head, you can't help but feel better. John says, positive thoughts can be tough. The one thing I have been trying to do is some meditation. Yes, I have the worst habit of thinking of the past. Meditation is a tough one. And I'm no expert on anything. Just I'm an expert on my life. So I'm only sharing my experience. I don't have certifications. I'm not a teacher, none of that. But when I started meditation, I put on, new age music. They always tell you, sit in a position like this. I laid flat on the ground. I got as comfortable as I could to clear my mind. Yeah, weight train, focusing on you. Yes, only you. And you deserve to be able to be in that bubble, because we can't be strong for other people if we're not strong for ourselves. So when you get to the gym or you go on that run, yeah, make it about you. That's your time. And that's a fantastic thing. And when you get back and you feel good and things like that, then that good feeling, that dopamine, that lift of your spirits is what you can share with everybody else. Just tell them how great your run was, or anything along those lines. But meditation, make it yours. It's just like anything. You're gonna have to figure out how it works for you best. And that was one thing that I did with meditation is I put on the new age music. I laid in a completely dark room. I put a towel over my eyes, and then I would just lay there and just relax and I just started thinking. I wasn't overthinking, but as I thought and the music and everything else, I was able to start kind of untangling the knots in my mind and problem solving, things like that. I didn't have anything else. I didn't have visuals. There was no light to bother me. There was the music that kind of just set me in that mood. So that helped for me. That definitely helped for me. Oh. I get it. John says this conversation alone is very helpful. I appreciate that. He also says I've been stuck a while now and been looking for someone who is able to understand this. I definitely understand it, and I think a lot more people do, sometimes than we care to admit. Um, so on just a surface level like this, yeah, we speak a very similar language, and the best thing that I can do is just impart again my experiences. It's not counsel. It's nothing in the form of professional advice or help or therapy, but I definitely can pass that on. Bella, that is okay, and that's what puts the student in student athlete. So fantastic! Thank you so much. Um, I finished out the 100 push-ups. John and I have just been chatting, but are you ready to see the dead cockroach? And John, this is what we're here for. So anytime you want to chat or join into the chat, the subscriptions to the channel are free. So we'd love to have you. You can select the notifications, hit all. That way you see when we go live. You'll see the videos and shorts. So we've got some stuff that you can comment on. And there is a link in the description, John and Bella, to an Instagram page as well. But I do most of the stuff on here. But that's a place to DM and just another place. So with the dead cockroach, um, that is just being on your back, legs straight up, and then just trying to touch, but you just hold it, and you're holding that crunch. It's really, I always try to say, like, if you're just trying to reach and touch your toes, shoulders up, head up. And so sometimes that's a good replacement. You are very welcome, John, and we appreciate you being here. Sometimes just holding that is it's kind of like a plank, but it's not quite. It's a different feel. But sometimes I'll do my push-ups, and I'll do 10 push-ups, or say 20 push-ups, and then I'll do a 1-minute plank. Then I'll go back and do 20 push-ups, and I'll do a 1-minute dead cockroach. So I'll alternate. I'll go back and forth sometimes with my ab work. I'm trying to get a little bit more slim here, but everybody's on a process. We're all on our own plane. We're all on our own plane. John, does this time in the morning work for you? Is early morning pretty good for you? Because it's almost 6 a.m. where I'm at. Nice. And hey, we're doing this on the weekends as well. You can see some of the past lives. We went live from a park the other day, and we did like a whole circuit. But I've tried to do something like this because not everybody has equipment. Not everybody has the ability to, excuse me, to go someplace to do things. So this is to show you can do things in your home. And then yesterday we did one at this little park right around the corner. So the whole mantra here is the world is a gym. So sometimes, we don't always have time to get to the gym. And sometimes by the time you get there, you drive there, you wait for that machinery or whatever else, you could have done something like what we already did today. It took us 20 minutes to do 100 push-ups. And our body doesn't know where we've been to do the exercise. Your body will grow and get better and stronger no matter where you do it. So it's just like saying you don't have to pray at church. You don't have to count your money at the bank. You don't have to read at the library. You don't have to work out at the gym. It's a place to do it for sure, but you don't have to do it there in order to see a benefit. So sometimes life happens, and like Bella was doing, she's doing push-ups during a test, during studying for a test. So she wouldn't have the time to leave, if that makes any sense. So, yeah, I'm loving it. And I appreciate everybody's contributions. And John, your subscription now may be number 101 in the last 29 days. So the channel is growing, and I will definitely put this out. This is not to be an influencer. I'm not trying to be that person. I'm just somebody who really likes what exercise has done for my life, and I want to be able to share that just like other people have shared their knowledge and wisdom with me. Man, yeah. Hey, that is fantastic, John. Good on you. And you have all our support. And in regards to your mother, that's a beautiful thing. And you're running a farm, and Jacob is also, he's the young athlete that was on earlier. He's on a farm as well. So I'm sure you got a lot on your mind, and your day probably just has a lot of stuff. Yeah, let's get this back together. What is TMMR, Bella? What's up, Matt Acoustic? Good morning. Hey, what's up? Get Chris Animations. Thank you so much. You are invited. Please join the channel. Oh, the test is tomorrow. Got it. You got to bear with me. I don't know a lot of the acronyms and abbreviations. Get Grids, we just did Today was day 58 of 100 push-ups. So we're doing 10 sets of 10, and then Bella jumped in and motivated me to do some planks at that very end of it. So you're welcome to join the channel because we do this every day. So you're more than welcome to jump in and do the amount of push-ups that you can do, or if it just gets you to a point where you say I can do other things, that's all we're here for. All right, Bella. Bella, let me know if you tried the dead cockroach. Thank you, John. Social media is a fantastic tool, but you have to have some realness behind it. I'm not saying I'm the realest person on the planet, but we have to have human to human interaction. Just because we're using technology, we have to have human to human technology. That's way more important. So I'm grateful that we have something like the internet to be able to connect with people in other areas that we would have never met. And we would have just gone our entire lives without being able to find common ground, without being able to talk about things and be able to uplift one another. We don't train head to head here. We go side by side. We're supporting each other. Your walk is different than mine, but we still can recognize what a struggle is, and I can listen to what your struggle is and impart my help. Same thing. You can return that favor as well. Thank you, Gekriz. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. And honestly, John, this is a huge part of why I like being on social media sometimes. It's the connections with people. Even sometimes when we get trolled, when people see that you're just trying to do your best, they stop trolling after a while. And that's the cool part about it. I am Prakash says don't drink. Is that beer or bear? Don't drink. It says bear, but I'm guessing you're saying beer. It's not safe. Yeah. No, I don't drink. Just one of those things. Yeah, the dead cockroach, John, is just a different. It's just an ab exercise. I'll throw in a few different things. The plank, just regular crunches, bicycle kicks, flutter kicks, and the dead cockroach. I like mixing those up. And sometimes if I'm out at the park, I'll do like a hanging knee lift. So we're always just working. Lavesh, core is the easy one to skip. But it's the one that's going to impact us the most as well when we're not doing it. That's the one where you start to get those back pains, you start to get, a little weak in the core, and the core is everything. That's swinging a baseball, that's swinging a golf club, that's punching, that's even jumping. So we want to make sure we stay on that core. I've been guilty of it too. So let's get back on it, Lavesh. Definitely, if you haven't subscribed, jump in, because when we do these every morning, we're doing the push-ups every day. There's some core work in that, but we can definitely throw in some planks or dead cockroaches for sure. Mad Acoustic, lunges and dumbbell squats are excellent. Nice switch up from the big leg press machines. That is so true. And one of the best things that I didn't want to have to go through it, but I went through physical therapy, and they showed me a lot of different things outside of the traditional leg machines. So I completely agree. Even just walking lunges, I don't even know if I'm up to dumbbell lunges, but dumbbell squats, I like holding them up on my shoulders, or sometimes you can even treat it like a deadlift and really get low. So I agree. Lavesh, salute to you. John says, so you have been developing your own type of yoga program. Yes, namaste. Yes. I do what feels natural. I also try to do it along with light therapy in the morning. I stand under a nice bright light. Oh, man. Yes. Talk that. Yes. John, you are doing some big things. And I agree. Just find what's going to work for you as far as your stretching. Just target some areas, but a nice whole body stretch. That would be fantastic. I would love to figure out how to get, if you can share that with us. I'd love to see some yoga from the barn. That would be fantastic, from the farm. Get Chris. Yeah, much beer is bad. Why do you not follow Jesus Christ? He died for you. He will protect you. He will make you strong. He will help you. He literally died for you. Read Bible. Know more of him. I don't think anybody said they don't follow him, or that they do. We're just on a different conversation, but you're welcome to keep spreading your word. If this is your positive energy, we're not mad at that. We're accepting here. Mad Acoustic and the hanging to help combat shoulder pain. Yes, and align the spine. Keep that spinal health going. John says it definitely helps. Keep your head up and breathe deep. Absolutely. Mad Acoustic, I also have a inversion table. So I'll hang on that. I need to hang on it more. But man, just that feeling when you get off of it really helps. And for a while, I was taking my TENS machine with the little pads, putting it on my back, hang, and do a cycle of that. Chef's kiss. Chef's kiss. So I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful to have you guys here, to be able to share these ideas, bounce these things off of each other, and just, I hope it sets your day like it sets mine. Because when I leave the house, I'm about 2 inches off the ground, because I know that I'm making these connections with people who are helping me. You guys are helping me improve in a lot of areas. So I appreciate you wholeheartedly. John says one thing that is really helping is half reps. Low and slow really seem to be getting. Yeah, I saw a guy that was talking about half reps as well, that it was really improving, because with a full range of motion, you're passing on the energy to other areas of the body. So he was just doing like half push-ups, because it was sustaining the I forget what the term was, but it was basically keeping the resistance in one area. So that might be something we try one day, is just sets of like little half push-ups halfway down and then halfway up. So I'm all for new things. Get Chris. It's good if you'll accept him. You have eternal life. But I say to you about God now, because we can't know when the end of time and the world, Jesus Christ will return and he will judge you. Well, I appreciate that. John, for me, John says for him it's about building stamina. Yeah, I like that mix. I got away from really just heavier lifting. You know, it's kind of an old school mentality, and I'm not knocking anybody for it. Ooh, the deep squats. We did squats yesterday. I went live yesterday afternoon, and we did squats, and then I did 5 sets of 10 just regular squats, just body weight, and then I did 5 sets of hop squats. So that explosion off the ground, that really got me. And those are the kind of things I like doing now. So definitely stamina is a big key to health and fitness. I don't want to just be strong. I want to be able to endure things as well, and be able to go for time with things. Gekriz says it's not about religion, it's about his love. You should follow Jesus Christ. He told you how he saved Matthew in the book of the Bible. I want you to get saved by Jesus, because through him you'll know. Thank you, Gekriz. I hope I'm pronouncing your name right. John says no weights anymore for you. Body weight. Yes, I'll go to the gym, but I'm not doing heavy things. It's not what I want to do anymore. I like resistance bands. I've been using those and been a big proponent for those for a long time, and just a lot of different things. For instance, like shoulder day, I'll use nunchucks, and I also use it for my hand-eye coordination day. So it's just working the shoulder as I'm going. So I like things like that. I'll do one-handed ball catches, just all sorts of different things, and you can do those on one foot. I don't know. I like this next level of training. Mad Acoustic, the old saying, a rolling stone gathers no moss. These are facts. Sometimes it's difficult to get started, but this is proof what you've been showing, how sticking with something can give you so many benefits. John says, when I want cardio, speed up my kata. Nice. You're doing katas as well? I remember doing Juni Waza, which is is the 12 steps. And so it was a self-defense kata that we learned many years ago. That is fantastic. And Mad Acoustic, yes. Physical, mental, and more. Mind, body, and soul. Absolutely. Mind, body, and soul. Mad Acoustic is right. And what we're talking about is consistency and discipline. Excuse me. I've still got that little tickle in my throat. Motivation is great. It'll get us started, but consistency and discipline is going to be what keeps that stone from gathering moss. We got to keep going. Because we got to be honest with ourselves. Not every day do we feel like doing certain things. We don't always feel like going to work or going to school or doing whatever it is that we need to do to oblige our obligations. But we do it anyways. So if we can take that same energy for John that has to have him get up and take care of things on the farm, and he can just transfer that. This is just transferring the same energy to a different account. We've got multiple accounts because we're parents, we're family members, we're employees, we're spouses, or whatever we are. You can transfer that energy. And then you start investing it, and then you build it up so those energies aren't wavering. We don't have to hold on to, well, I'll do it tomorrow. No, we'll do it today. We may not like it today. That's the thing. We don't have to like everything when we're doing it in the moment. We don't have to like it every day, but you do it. You do it. Don't let that inner you win. That's telling you, that's that voice. And if somebody else came up and told you on a day you were feeling good, hey, you're not going to do push-ups today. Nah, why? You would tell them, bug off. I'm going to do them. So tell that inner you to bug off as well. Mad Acoustic, it took me a long time to figure out that doing the work on those days I didn't feel like doing it was the game changer. Absolutely it is. It absolutely is. That's also eating those days sometimes when you feel like those cheat meals or you don't feel like eating that salad. I love salad, but there's some days I'm like, but I'm going to eat that salad anyway, or I'm going to make some derivative of what that nutritional equivalent would be. So definitely. John says, I will be here tomorrow. I've been doing it alone here for a bit. Looked on YouTube, went for a few classes. I didn't even know they had classes. That's awesome. But I appreciate you, wanting to show up and having this conversation. What a great first introduction to being able to speak with someone. Gurkriz, don't fear about anything. God and Jesus Christ are with you. Bible is the living word of God. God, the Father of Jesus Christ, talks to you through the Bible, nature too sometimes. Gurkriz, he loves you. Thank you. Thank you for those words. John, it gets old, alone, and hard to find real people my own age who are into self-improvement. I agree. And the older we get, sometimes the harder it is because people have fallen off and they've gotten soft into their comforts, into their complacencies. Well, I'm old, I'm supposed to be like this. Or I don't move like if I was in high school. Like, no, I'm better than I was in high school. Nice. 54. That is fantastic. 54, man. Keep going. Keep going and show people the way. That's the thing. That when we hit these legacy years, now we should be showing other people. And so we can, this is a great collaboration, sir, to be able to say we can do this and then show other people. I don't know how old Mad Acoustic is. I know Jacob is young. He was in the chat earlier. He was going to school today. And I mean, like before high school, he's young. But if we can instill this into him, he's going to be the guy later in life after we're long gone. And hopefully he returns this as well. And he'll remember these things. Hey, man, but good on you. What am I saying? Your moral compass was in the right place. And I feel you. I go see my mom all the time too. She's doing very well, but when our parents start to get older, that's the tough part, taking care of them. And it's not just tough physically, it takes a mental toll to see the people that were strong who raised us now need our help that way. So, man, all respect to you. Gurkris, accept those words said and live. Don't forget, they will help you in your life. All right, John, and we got a message that's held for review. What do we got? I don't know what that language is. My pleasure, John. Absolutely. My pleasure. Yeah, we're gonna make those changes in our lives. And the good part is, because you'd already been doing it before, needing to be a familial provider, you definitely have a memory of what that's like. So it's just getting back to it. I think it's harder for people to start out later in life who have never done it. It's kind of like learning a new language when you have no exposure to it later in life. That's a hard thing to pick up. DJ Rap RD says, accept Jesus Christ as your savior. Yeah, I appreciate the word. DJ, you are invited to subscribe to the channel as well. While we're doing our exercise and having our chats, we would love to have somebody come in and spread that energy. Mad Acoustic, just don't stop moving. Yes, even if you're not as fast, quick, exercise is such a fantasy benefit that spreads into so many other parts of your life. Yes, it takes work, but there's so much better than not doing. DJ Rap, the power of muscles comes, I guess, through the Holy Spirit. Mad Acoustic, absolutely. When people say that they can't, Jake the Snake Roberts in the house, everyone. What up? We're talking to Mad Acoustic. Mad Acoustic was talking about just keep moving. Yes, keep moving. When people say I can't exercise or I can't do this, that, okay, cool. Put on some music and dance. Dance is great cardio. It's great motor skills. It's great balance. You're working the respiratory, circulatory, and you don't have to be twerking all over your house. Do some dance steps. Do whatever it is that you learn, but put that music on. And you're feeling good because it's your music. You picked it. And if you enjoy dancing, then it's going to help you feel even better. So that's always my thought. John says diet is key, and you've stuck with that as much as possible. Yep. Sup, Jake? Diet is key. When people always ask about losing weight, I tell them your battles are won and lost in the kitchen. You can't, what's the old saying? You can't out-exercise a bad diet. And it's so true. And sometimes we get stuck in these pockets, stress eating, things like that. And it gets tough sometimes. Stress can definitely put things into our lives that make it harder for us to want to eat better and things like that. But once you start eating cleaner, you definitely see that. DJ says, how much can you bench press? I don't know. The last time I benched anything remotely heavy, it was 225 for one. And that was only because I just wanted to see if I could do it. I wasn't trying for reps. I wasn't trying to max. But I don't do that anymore. I can tell you what my max was, my lifetime max, but that's something I don't do anymore. We're more about just like push-ups, body weight, stretching, flexibility, all that sort of stuff. Gekriz, God and Jesus Christ will give you family. DJ says, okay, so hopefully you'll subscribe. Gekriz, you and DJ, I hope that you guys will subscribe to the channel and come and give us your word and deliver this message. We're all accepting, and that's fine. People are going to be devout to something. Some people are not going to be. Some people are going to be older, some people younger, some people men, some people women, everybody here is here for the same thing. So let's support each other. Yeah, I'm not mad at it. God protect us from all evil. Well, when we have Yeah, whatever gives you all peace. Peace is one of those things. It starts from within. We can't look externally for people to make us happy or for somebody to bring us peace. It's great when people show up with peace, but don't let people disturb your peace. Protect your peace. And sometimes something as simple as exercise in the morning, like what John and I have been talking about, Matt Acoustic as well, having these foundations in life will definitely improve your mood and help you feel better. It is. Once you get to when you find your peace, boy, I agree wholeheartedly. When you find your peace, you are in a fantastic place and you're untouchable in a lot of ways, especially when you don't give it away. It was before I got to like the peace talk. I would go and I was doing kids camps with the NFL, and we would go and speak to kids and things like that. And I always told them, I said, I want everybody to, aside from football, I'm a world champion and I want you to guess at what. And so they would always guess. I said, I'm a world champion at being me. And every day I have this belt and I don't lose my belt unless I give it away. And you give it away by giving away your control, giving away your emotions, by reacting to people who have, flip you off in traffic or have something nasty to say. You give yourself away when you do that. Keep it all in. It's not being selfish when you keep your peace. So be at that peace and just understand some people are not at that place and it's tough. And I don't pity them, but I understand. And so when they're not at that place, I'm not going to make it worse by trying to fight fire with fire. I want to bring water to their fire. Hopefully this calms them down. Hopefully they see that I'm not being a combative person. Matt Acoustic. In general, the food choices diet is absolutely horrible. The fast food restaurants are always full. You got to step outside the box and system. You stay pigeonholed into easy way, unhealthy way of life. Absolutely. Sorry, I keep sniffing. I still got that little bit of cold. What's up, Lou? Lou was here yesterday. What's up, Lou? Lou came in yesterday. Lou, we finished the 100 push-ups. Now we're just chatting. We got Matt Acoustic. We got John. Jake the Snake stopped by. Jacob was here earlier. Bella was here. She was studying for a test. Man, it is going fantastic. How are you? Matt Acoustic was pointing out food choices that we have are terrible. And I completely agree. The things that we have sold and packaged to us are so unhealthy. It's the conspiracy that they're feeding us right into the pharmaceutical system. So you go from eating these bad foods, then they give you, once you're in bad health, now they're giving you these medications that you have to buy in order to sustain some sort of health. We got to get away from that. Yeah. It's tough to say. Watch people, not the signs. Yeah. And not see the signs. Lou, that's great to hear. You doing any push-ups today? What's going on? What's on your agenda? Bad Acoustic, I agree. And with the fast food, oh, John, you're making a huge difference in people's lives. John is selling all organic for years now. Man, I wish I was closer. That would be fantastic. Gekriz, God loves and protects you all. Surrender to him. Even though our conversation, God is with us. He is with us. He will give you eternal life if you accept him and his son who died for you on the cross. Thank you, Gekriz. Matt Acoustic, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't get him to drink a lot of the time. I always like to say, if you lead a horse to water and try to make him drink, you just end up with a dead horse because you're just drowning it by trying to push it against something it's not ready for or doesn't want. Lou, you did back and arms this morning? Fantastic. I always give 2 claps for the workouts. Fantastic. John says, many people think because you're not charging a fortune, it's not real. That's a shame. That's a shame. Yeah, the government stamp means everything. Man, that's unfortunate. Good on you for selling organic and growing organic. That would be fantastic to have that sort of stuff. So I can't imagine how well you're eating, and that's probably changing a lot about just your health in general. So fantastic. Matt Acoustic, going back to the fast food, I think I subscribe that they're creating addicts out of people. I don't think I've ever seen a time. Remember when people were fighting over the Popeyes crispy sandwiches or whatever it was? That's not just an attitude. That's an addiction. When you have had that much fast food, when you've had all those chemicals that they don't tell you about that are in that food, where else do you see people fighting over a substance? Usually when there's an addiction, attached to it. So whether it's alcohol, whether it's hard substances, whatever your addiction is, when you try to take that away or you see somebody else taking what you need and there's a limited supply of it, violence will ensue because the irrational part of the brain has been inundated by all of the chemicals that they pushed into it through the body. So, excuse me. So that's just my thoughts on that. Just my thoughts on that. Yep, fast food burgers are everywhere, John says. And not only that, but now they're starting these food chains, these restaurant chains, they're starting to sell their products in the grocery stores as well. So not only can you get like, well, White Castle was the original, but now you can buy White Castle in the stores for places regionally that don't have it. Man, it is impossible. It's everywhere. Gekra is interested in God, but he gives you eternal joy and life after this life. Thank you for that. John, you're so right. The food is everywhere. And it's not just the same places. It used to be like McDonald's, Burger King. There was a few. Now there's just so many places that are popping up. And they're all selling a similar product. John says he lives 40 miles from town and Uber Eats now delivers out here. That's crazy. How big is the tip that they expect to get? That is crazy. A 40-mile trip for Cane's, Chick-fil-A. I mean, whoo. Excuse me. That is a crazy trip to make. Yeah. Well, just the fee itself, I can't imagine. I'd be nervous just to take an Uber just for myself 40 miles, knowing what it's going to cost. Nice. Hey, Matt Acoustic, thank you for coming in. 2 claps for the workout today. Have a fantastic day. Keep spreading your positive energy and knowledge, my friend. We will see you tomorrow, hopefully, or at some point in the very near future. Yeah, Burger King and yeah, all that stuff. And I get it. I grew up on that. I grew up on that stuff as well. So I completely understand it. And yeah, then you start to get away from it. And it's not just burgers now. It's like what's the one, Panda Express, and all of these places they have these, they just bombard you with advertising. Come out to your car, there's a little coupon. Go to your front door, they put a coupon on. All these sort of things. Rabin Rye. Do I smoke or not? No, I don't smoke. And I mean nothing. Not tobacco, not cannabis. I don't smoke anything. No vapes, nothing that. The only thing I smoke is myself when I go out to do squat hops or go to the gym or put in like a really hefty workout. Then I'm smoking. But I don't smoke anything as in inhaling into my lungs. That's really bad for your respiratory. Not good for any parts of your body, really. Ooh. And you see, when I still got this respiratory, I can't imagine how much worse it would be if I actually smoked. So, no smoking. Gekriz, by the way, bro, don't look at haters. They want only to destroy you. I agree. I'm at a point like John and I were talking about earlier. When you're at your peace, you don't have to worry about that. If somebody comes with hate, I don't have to address it. I don't have to deal with that. I can just take my what I know to be true and just kind of push it off to the side respectfully. hey, we're not on the same level. We're not on the same energy. It doesn't mean I'm a better person. We're just in different places. So I'm going to stay in my place, and I will bid you a good day to be in yours. So now haters have no impact. None at all. Even when we get trolls here, we've had a lot of trolls. Yeah, there's no time for it. You get to a certain stage in life and you realize how precious time is. And when you've got more time behind you than you possibly have in front of you, that's definitely one of those things. Rabin, are you thinking, did you think I was calling you a hater? And Betch, is that kind of like a curse or something? No, nobody's calling you a hater. Yeah, so just like John's saying, we'll leave it in the dust. Nothing, it's not a big deal. No haters here, that's for sure. And Gekris, no, I didn't think you were saying it about me, and I hope Robin didn't think anybody was saying it about them as well. Yeah, nope. We're all accepting here. So if you haven't subscribed, subscribe, because like John's saying, there's no haters here. We're all accepting. Look, whether you can do the workouts we do or whether you can't, that's not the point. We're here to support. John says, but if you want to talk about self-improvement, this could be the place. I hope so. And it's not just me, like it's just a channel I happen to run and host, but you guys are what's making it a place to be able to talk about these things and be able to do these things. Thank you, Robin. Thank you. And I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Yes, John, we'll be here tomorrow. We keep it simple. We do the push-ups, but there will be a day where we'll do push-ups and squats and planks or something like that. I break that up and I call it the slow-mo burpee, because it's just like doing a burpee, but you just do it in sections. So you do the squats, you get down, you do the push-ups, you get down, you do the plank. So Bella's back. Hey, make with Mike. What's up? Hey, how's it going? And Bella, John's going to be back tomorrow. Robin's here, who's been supporting the channel. Bella, did you try the dead cockroach? John, do you know the dead cockroach? Were you here for that? Give you a little knowledge, Robin. Consistency and discipline. That would be my message every day. How did the dead cockroach work out for you? Did you feel it kind of like here, kind of like that crunch? Robin, consistency and discipline. We can be motivated, but motivation is going to last so long. And then what we want to be able to do is keep that going. So when we don't feel like doing it, we keep going. Sometimes we don't feel like getting up. We got to get up anyways. Unless you are really, really in a bad way, you get up anyways. Yeah, that dead cockroach definitely hits that kind of crunch. So let's give that a shot tomorrow. We'll try the 10 push-ups. We'll try the plank. Then we'll rest a little bit. We'll do the 10 push-ups and then switch over to a dead cockroach. Robin, you are very welcome. Absolutely. And make with Mike, perseverance. That's it. You got to be consistent and disciplined. And if you can do that with something like showing up for workouts, nice, John, we are kindred spirits. Perseverance, if you can do that on a regular basis, that's the overcoming part. We don't listen to that inner voice, because if you were feeling good and somebody came over and told you something that your mind would tell you on a bad day, you tell them to bug off. So tell that inner you to bug off when it's trying to talk you into staying in bed or into not getting up and doing the things that you know you need to do. Gerkris, God will help you in your workout. Pray to God and Jesus Christ. Don't forget these words. Read Bible, please. It will help you, and spread gospel, because God loves you and He gave his only son to die for you so you can live. I appreciate that. Robin, have a nice day. But I can do every day. Why brothers say me, you will do that every day. But you can do it and do it when you can. If you can't do it with us, that's okay. When you check back in, just let us know how many days in a row you've been doing it or what you've been doing. We love the check-ins. We just want to make sure you're doing okay. Make with Mike. Yes, you don't want the spirit of slumber or sloth. That's the spirit that tries to make you sleep so you don't forget. Yeah, so you don't get anything done. Right. It wants to keep us complacent. Gekriz and Mike or anybody else, when you guys have these, if you have something to share from a belief system, by all means share it. Gekriz, by all means, put in a direct quote or scripture. That is fine. I'm not here to like tell people that they can't. All I know is when we're all here, we're all athletes as well. Now, you might be a Muslim, Christian, atheist athlete. You might be black, white, Asian athlete, whatever it is, you are the athlete. You're an athlete here. So we're here to share not only the workouts, but who we are as individuals as well. I'm in the States. Robin. Where are you at, my friend? Make with Mike. There's 1 billion people plus on the planet. That means there's 8 billion different perspectives to be open-minded and to accept all of them in a sense. Absolutely. Robin from Nepal. Thank you. 2 claps for Nepal. And Mike, you're absolutely right. We're all the culmination of different experiences, different walks, different journeys. So when we intersect with each other, it's great to get knowledge, to share knowledge and accept people from where they're at. And provided that they aren't trying to harm us, I see no reason to separate and segregate just based off of differences. They were taught a certain way, just like we're taught a certain way. They believe a certain way, but good people are good people. And I genuinely believe that. So that's the beauty of something like the internet. We get to use it and make this connection with you and I, with John, with Robin, with everybody else, with Gurkriz, Bella, Jacob. We get to make these fantastic connections with people that we wouldn't have normally met because we didn't have this tool to connect us. Yes. Okay, Robin. Robin. Okay, brother. I also come every day on your live and say yes. Time of your life. Time of my life. Yes. Thank you so much. Mike, like a computer has different content. Everyone's computer is different. None are the same. That's why our thoughts come from more experience or favorite foods, the way we grew up. Absolutely. Yeah, in a way, we're all actors living in our own role, right? And so now we get to be Aquaman, Superman, Spider-Man, whoever these characters are. And in this moment on these lives, it's kind of like the Avengers where we bring them all together and we're kind of intertwining our movies because we are. Bella, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Bella. This is fantastic. Yeah, we gotta do more stuff like this. But I've had you guys here for over an hour, so I'm going to let you go. And I can't express enough appreciation for all of this, for John, for Bella, for Mike, for Robin. There were so many people in the chat today. Gurkriz, whoo, this was a fantastic way to start, and the channel is growing. So I'm going to sign off, but we'll be here tomorrow. And guys, subscriptions are free, so please feel free to subscribe to the channel because we are putting out videos, just regular videos. We're putting out shorts, all sorts of things. So I would love to connect. If you have content that you'd like me to check out, I will check that out as well. There's a link in the description to the Instagram page as well, but we do most of the stuff here. This is mainly where I'm focusing, putting stuff out, but I'll start putting stuff out in the other place as well. And thank you, Robin. You guys have a fantastic day. We will see you tomorrow about the same time, which was about, I think, like 5:15, 5:20. And I hope this finds everybody on your journey of health and fitness today and every day. Thank you, John. Thank you. Thank you, brother. I will see you guys tomorrow. And like we say here, HWPO means hard work pays off. This is Impact Athletics Association. I'm really glad you found us too, John. And Mike, that's what I tried to tell people is you don't have to do something because you remember, yeah, yep, think outside the box. And that's where we're at right now. We got some crazy stuff going on. And what a council of people. John, I'm going to shoot for the same time tomorrow, which I think the start time was like 5:15, 5:20, somewhere around there. And what I'll also do is I'm going to try to put out a notification about 10 minutes ahead of time that will allow you to be waiting for the video to start as well. So it's a notification. So I got you guys. And this made my day. You guys have absolutely made my day. Much love to you all, and I will see you tomorrow.